Good morning friends, Team NGOenabler is back with a video on latest developments for charitable organizations in FCRA and Income Tax. I am Ashis Agarwal and today I will discuss on all the significant developments that have happened in past few days which are relevant for NGOs. First and foremost is the insertion of Sub-Rule 5A in Rule 114 of the Income Tax Rules 1962, wide release of notification number 17 by 2022 dated 29th March 2022, which lays down the provision for late fees in case of delayed or non-linking of PAN and Aadhaar. It has been laid down that if the linking is done within 3 months from the date specified under subsection 2 of section 139AA, the late fee will be Rs 500 and in any other case it shall be Rs 1000. Please remember the date which was specified under section 139AA was 31st March 2020, which was later amended to 31st March 2022. So, any linking done up to 30th June 2022 will now be liable to late fee of Rs 500, which will then increase to Rs 1000 after 30th June 2022. Also, on 30th March 2022, CBDT passed the order where it has notified 1st April 2023 as the effective date for consequences in case the PAN has become inoperative due to non-linking with Aadhaar. I repeat, CBDT has notified 1st April 2023, not 1st April 2022. I am repeating, it's 1st April 2023 as the effective date for consequences in case the PAN has become inoperative due to non-linking with Aadhaar. Now, what are the consequences which were already laid down? Where a person whose permanent account number has become inoperative due to non-linking with Aadhaar, where he was required to furnish, intimate or quote his permanent account number, it shall be deemed that he has not furnished, intimated or quoted his permanent account number as the case may be in accordance with the provisions of the Act, and he shall be liable for all the consequences under the Act for not furnishing, intimating or quoting the permanent account number. These consequences have already been notified via the notification released by the CBDT. So it seems that the individuals who have not linked their PAN with Aadhaar have been given a relaxation for a year from the consequences which might have some serious implications, though the late fees has been levied for delay in linking the PAN with the Aadhaar with immediate effect. Coming to the second update, which is on Form 10AB. Recently, there was a lot of hue and cry because of the message that was circulated by the department through SMS to all the SSEs to file Form 10AB before 31st March 2022. In our opinion, the due date was not 31st March 2022. I repeat, in our opinion, the due date was not 31st March 2022. As per the new provisions laid down, Form 10AB needs to be filed within 6 months of the start of the activities or lapse of 3 years of provisional registration granted to new NGOs, whichever is earlier, whether it may be under section 1023C or 12AB or 80G. So, in case any organization has got provisional registration under any of these sections and have started the activities, the form shall be applicable and needs to be filed within 6 months of the commencement of the activities. I repeat, within 6 months of the commencement of the activities. Yes, of course, if it has already completed 6 months of its activities, that is before 31st March 2022, then the recent circular number 8, which was released on 31st March 2022, shall be quite helpful as it has granted extension to such organizations for a period of 6 months, and the application by them for final registration of 5 years can now be filed up to 30th September 2022. The third update is something which might completely change the auditing methodology in the social sector to bring in more effectiveness and accountability. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India plans to develop and issue a single comprehensive framework for social audit standards for audit of impact reporting of social enterprise listed on social stock exchange and area-specific social audit standards. I repeat, area-specific social audit standards with respect to sub-themes of social impact, for example, poverty, nutrition, and many more. The standards would cover all aspects of assurance of impact reporting like scope, engagement, acceptance, basic principles, audit procedures, assurance report, documentation, and many more. In our opinion, once these standards are in place, the audit of social enterprises will be quite impactful and effective with the perspective of bringing in more accountability and transparency. Another extension has been granted to the implementation of audit trail in case of companies. The implementation of audit trail has been extended again to 1st April 2023. But why I am telling it here? Remember, I discussed the concept and importance of audit trail in the context of NGOs in my earlier videos. So even you have got a year more to think about the same and implement it for the benefit of your organization. Now moving on to FCRA, let me give you two very important updates. FCRA validity for those organizations who have filed renewal and are awaiting the same has been again extended to 30th June 2022 while public notice released on 24th March 2022. It seems that the department is still in the process of completing the inspections which was mandated in case of renewals by FCRA Amendment 2020. The extension is also applicable for those organizations whose certificate's validity was expiring between 1st April 2022 to 30th June 2022 and have filed renewal before the expiry. By releasing yet another public notice on 31st March 2022, the MHA department has extended the due date for filing annual returns for financial year 2021, which has come as a real surprise. Yes, my friends, the filing of annual returns under FCRA for financial year 2021 has been extended by the department, and it has come as a real surprise to the FCRA registered NGOs. The reason I am saying that is because there might be many organizations who must have filed the return after 31st December 2021 and have paid huge penalty amounts. However, no clarity has been provided for such organizations that whether they can expect a refund of the penalty amount from the department or not, because this extension has been given without penalty amount. So this was all about some significant latest developments in FCRA and income tax for NGOs. Thank you for watching the video. If you still have any queries, do mail us on the given email ID or comment below.